Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of TCB and my entire team, I would like to thank you for the wonderful opportunity you have given us to be part of your certification audit process. Last 2 days have been quite hectic, but a very splendid experience we had interacting with your people, talking to people, right from the CEO of the organization to operation level and the ground zero level. We spoke to almost 30, 35 people. My team and I had the opportunity to interact with these many people. They were all candid, they were all very frank and open, and with their absolute level of support and cooperation, we could achieve our objectives of the audit with no hindrance, with no conflicting views. It was rather a very good sailing, and I thank you once again for your unstinted support. You gave us the opportunity to audit your organization, and we sincerely and thankfully acknowledge all the hospitality that you have offered to us. We are very, very thankful in person, as an organization. The scope of your audit was general service of Ford and Lincoln make light motor vehicles. And we have seen the entire scope of work. We have covered all the samples, gone through all the departments, and gathered information, which we assure you to be kept in absolute confidentiality. We are legally bound and contractually bound with the confidentiality. However, we place ethical consideration on top of our priorities. So let me assure you on behalf of the organization and my entire team that all information that we have had access to and you have shown us with trust will remain absolutely confidential and never be shared with any other organization except the fact that we are also audited by our accreditation body and they take sample and that could come in your sample when we are audited. However, our accreditation body is also contractually bound with us. So all your information will remain confidential with them as well. Sometimes we are audited by statutory authority that they can come and see our audit and the process. In that case, we will inform you in advance and the extent to which we may disclose some of the information. However, no confidential classified information will ever be shared, and this is guaranteed. We have seen a wonderful organization. We were really, really fortunate to see such a wonderful organization. A great level of consistency and competence is what we have experienced. Me and my entire team has the same view that you had a wonderful organization. People are aware of what they are supposed to do. There's a great deal of consistency in the process and resulting products. We have seen wonderful state-of-art facility and infrastructure, well-documented structure, very optimum level of documentation, absolute control on your processes. There were few issues with the customer, but your handling of customer complaint and grievances were really kind of a role model organization does, and that is what is expected from a company like yours. We have seen absolutely brilliant infrastructure for servicing and highly, highly capable people to do the service. And you have a wonderful store with state-of-art ERP solution to track the materials or spare parts availability. So you can commit and comply with your time that you commit to your customers. So all these are great things that we have seen, and it needs to be it needs to be communicated to you with absolute clarity, and this will be reflected in our audit report as well. Having said that, there were few issues that we have also identified and observed and agreed with the concerned process owners. These we have identified as opportunity for improvement, and in 4 cases, we have raised non-conformities, which does not meet the standard requirement and your own requirement that you would like to achieve and implement. So these non-conformities are all in minor in category. We have explained what is major and what is minor. Minor nonconformities are isolated deviations, and this does not show that the system is collapsing. So this isolated deviation does not mean they are not significant. They are important, and you have to take good care of them as well and implement them on time and close out the nonconformities. But when there is a minor nonconformity, we do not need to come back to you to follow this up again. This we leave it to your organization's own management system and auditors, and we are sure that you would be completing and closing them on time. We need a confirmation, and we see those things verified during our surveillance audit, which we would like to visit again within a year time. And we request you to let us have visit your organization again to perform the surveillance audit within a year time. I would like to highlight those non-conformities that we have seen. The 4 non-conformities were: number one was in customer service area. The requirement of the customers were not communicated and agreed as per your contractual term that displays that is included in your contractual service condition. The communication was made as reported by your people, but there was no evidence that the customer agreement was taken for the changes to the additional scope of work, and which costed additional time and additional money. And I have seen that you are going to take corrective action on this. This is one of the most significant area, but this was in one of cases out of 4 samples that we have taken. So we considered them as minor. Second nonconformity was found in the calibration. Some of the gauges were calibrated, but their certificates got faded. Possibly this came through, thermal transfer paper, and they were not copied, so they got faded. They were not protected. So you would like to invite your attention into this. The third nonconformity was in internal audit. Some of the cases audits were slightly delayed beyond your program, beyond your audit schedule, and there was no justification why they were delayed, but the audit was done subsequently in all the areas. So these are some of the things, and also there is one more area which will add a lot of value. That preventive maintenance that was planned for the year was not always done. So preventive maintenance would make sure that your machinery and equipment remains available at all times and really does not affect your service delivery and commitment to the customer. So these 4 non-conformities we leave to you to close out, and you can propose your corrective action based on your root cause analysis, and we will have a look at it and we'll agree to your actions and that you can implement internally and let us know when they are done. So based on the observation, this is our team's collective view that you have demonstrated sufficient level of confidence to us and your commitment at all level to comply with legal requirements, to conform to ISO standard requirement, and offer a superior level of service and products to your customer. And you deserve a round of applause. Please accept our congratulations. We have got absolute pleasure to tell you that our team is going to recommend a certification of your organization for ISO 9001-2015 for the scope, which is General Service of Ford and Lincoln Make Light Motor Vehicles. Please accept our congratulations and thank you so much for your splendid accomplishment. Well, I would like to tell you one point. We are a team of auditors assigned by our organization based on our team's competence. We are not the decision makers. We give our recommendation to the certification body, and the certification decision committee of TCB is responsible to make the decision on your certification. So if there is any lack of clarity in any of our report and they want us to provide those informations, We'll come back to you. Normally, it doesn't happen. It never happened in my career of auditing. But just in case if it happens, we would request you kindly to provide us those informations, including a visit, just in case required. It is rarest of the rare opportunity, but I have to tell you as a part of our normal procedure and protocol. I would like to thank you once again for the hospitality that you have given us. This is possibly more than my colleagues will definitely agree that it is more than we generally expect, and it was really a wonderful experience. I would like to visit your company once again. When we visit next time, I'm sure we are going to see a better organization, more a more grown up organization, and continuously growing in business and your reputation. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure for me to be part of the audit team and leading the team. And we thank you once again for giving us this splendid opportunity to offer our services. And we did our best to offer whatever we could do with our knowledge and skill and experience collectively. If we failed in anything, that could be our human limitation. I hope there is no reason for discontent or any sort of disagreements. However, I have to explain the process that of complaint and appeal handling, just in case you are not happy with our conduct, with our observations, with our way of doing things. You can definitely raise it to the certification body, and we respect your views. I would like to give one disclaimer here. The observation that four nonconformities that we have raised does not mean there are only four nonconformities. There could be more because we have taken samples of all the work that you are doing. So sampling has got some amount of limitation. So there may be similar cases, and I'm sure your people will be able to pick them up during the perform audit. Having said that, we have exercised statistically proven sampling process. So this gives us sufficient confidence that our observation that we have made based on the sampling is really robust, and we are quite certain that our findings are realistic and represents your state of preparedness and your organization's capability to offer products and services. Again, we thank you, everyone. If you've got any question, you can ask. My team and I would be more than happy to provide any response to your question if you have. Otherwise, I would like to thank you once again. Thank you so much. I think I covered everything, my colleagues, and just in case I missed anything, you can say at least you can express your thanks for the support and opportunity they gave us to be of service to their company. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.